A Saturday with no plans, no chores, and no disruptions is a rare commodity. So much so that when we get that Saturday, we think to ourselves,
I'm gonna play a video game.
and then you swiftly come to the conclusion,
I don't know what game to play.
tomorrow, life comes a-kicking again, so you can't start an RPG epic, but you want to play something. I've made a list of 10 10-hour video games, all from varying genres, all single-player experiences that I've replayed recently to make sure they're worth it to give you a damn good 10-hour experience. These are all great, but I'm not without my bias. There is one that encapsulates a true Saturday gaming session. One that will be better than the best day you've had on Earth. One that, quite frankly, deserved its own damn shrine. Let's get into it. Behind my favourite FPS game of all time, Modern Warfare 2, stands Titanfall 2. I only put Modern Warfare 2 first because I wasted my entire education playing Modern Warfare 2, so I'd be riddled with guilt if I didn't put it first. Remember Rust? Oh, I've been on a Rust! Oh, so good! Titanfall 2 is a 2016 sci-fi FPS with big robots. Ironically, the creators of Titanfall 2, Vince Zampella and Jason West, they were executive producers on Modern Warfare 2. So clearly I've got a type. Titanfall 2 largely failed commercially because it was wedged between Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1. But critically, it was praised, as it should have been. The campaign for which I want to talk about is 3 to 4 hours long. That's it. But what it lacks in length, it does not lack in depth. You play as Cooper, a militia member who wants to become a pilot. A pilot is someone who gets to pilot the big mech Titan suits. When your mentor dies, who is a pilot, you get to pilot his Titan. And because your mentor dies in the midst of battle, it's your job with your Titan to regroup with the militia and disrupt what the IRC, our baddies, are planning. Front to back, this game will have you. Look at some of these shots from the opening cutscene.
Even overwhelming odds shift in their favor. And machines of the battlefield is the bond between a pilot and a Titan. I hope I can live up to the honor.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. What still sets this game apart, because no one's been able to replicate it, is the parkour mechanics. They are incredibly smooth, buttery smooth, flawless, which make traversal to this day the best in any first-person shooter, hands down. It wants you to play fast and loose. Think professional table tennis, not cricket. And it keeps that momentum going throughout every single level it has to offer. Gunfights are just as good as any FPS, but they've stripped back the weapons and the customization to a few good weapons and a few classes for your Titans, because honestly, they just want you to enjoy the parkour mechanics, mate. It's just as good, and it's not you're pilot for this level, you're the Titan for this level, you're pilot for this level, you're Titan for this level. If you want to go in and out, go in and out. If you want the free will to fucking badger a mech, or you want the free will to run on the ground and feel the concrete underneath you, pick it. Oh yeah, and the smart pistol is the coolest gun to ever exist. This game deserves more attention than it gets, because how people are playing the likes of Call of Duty with fucking games like this available is beyond me. Play it, fall in love with it. It's great. Released in 2023, there isn't a developing team more suited for this rhythm game than Tango Gameworks. That's like putting cheese with a board. That shit is good, eh? Let it sink in.
I brought you guys a cheese plate.
You play as Chai, as in Chai Latte, who's just undergone cybernetic surgery as a volunteer of part of Project Armstrong, where he was hoping to get a robotic arm. He does get the robotic arm, but at the same time, his boombox gets infused into his chest so he can feel the rhythm of the world. He's like Israel Kamakawa. I'm sorry, my man, I butchered that, I just know you as the is. His music makes you feel at one with the world. He knows no soundstage, for the world is his soundstage. What follows is a 10 to 11 hour cartoon adventure where Chai attempts to take down the company that gave him this quite frankly epic new life skill. The style is great, the world is colourful, the characters are fun, but what I really like about Hi-Fi Rush is its combat. Along with the environment around him, the game is set to the beat of the song. Meaning if you attack someone on the beat, you get various perks like increased damage and other various abilities to carry throughout. The attacks are built on combos where the continuation of the combo to the beat offers varying effects, increased damage, maybe rips a chord on his guitar, blasts everyone away, and some work better against other enemy types. And now I realise to some, they may not think they have the rhythm, and to that I say, hey baby, calm down. It's just like learning to use the toilet at 25, it takes time. You gotta feel the rhythm before you can use the rhythm. Because rhythm is a dancer. It's the soul's companion. Someone write that down, that's a fucking good lyric. The first time I played it back on release, it takes a few attempts and fights to get into the rhythm aspect of it, but nothing that's gonna make you angry, and you'll get the hang of it. And it doesn't penalise you for not hitting the beat. But once you've nailed it, spice some curveballs in the form of bosses and enemy types, you'll enjoy yourself. Promise. 2 games beautifully remastered from 2 already well-esteemed games coming from 1998 and 1999 respectively. Now I am not saying that the fully remastered, somewhat reimagined Resident Evil games are the first of the third-person survival horror games. There's been plenty of them, that's been a boon for a while, but in my opinion, they're kind of the best. They do everything right. Go on, name an aspect. Oh wait, name an aspect they don't do right. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother, they do that good too. In 2, you play as either Claire Redfield or Leon S. Kennedy trying to escape Raccoon City after the outbreak of the T-virus.
The virus. I'll bet those rats spread it.
My boy's wicked smart.
Now in 2, you can play as either character who progresses through the main story with the same main plot points, but at each character specific level, some things may differ. Let me explain it this way. Both Leon and Claire will visit an ice cream stand. Claire will go up to the ice cream stand, pour her own ice cream, which is a cardinal sin in the ice cream industry to pour your own ice cream, and walk off to the next location, the library, let's say. Leon will come across the ice cream stand, and as he is pouring his ice cream, the ice cream truck turns in to a big hunking piece of zombie, and he has to kill it. Therefore, he doesn't get his ice cream, and then he proceeds to the library. Does that make sense? In Resident Evil 3, you play as Jill and Carlos. Not separately, you don't decide, just at different points in the story. And you two have to escape Raccoon City with them around a similar time frame. Gameplay is the same between both games. It rewards exploration, it's fluent to traverse the map, and they do a great job at creating a will they or won't they situation, but it's will I or will I not have to unload another mag into this fucking zombie's skull? Because they just get back up with the fucking diamond. God, the fuckers. And that can be tricky because resources to survival horror, they can be scarce. And it can still be scary walking down the same hallway after 20 times. A big part of that for me is how the games use their respective big bad guys to keep the tension going all the way throughout. Nemesis and Mr. X.
Something tells me he's not a cop.
My boy's wicked smart.
I'll put it this way, if you've got slightly less time and prefer a more action-based game, go for 3. If you've got more time, but you like survival horror, go for 2. But ultimately, just play both because they're both good. The second Insomniac installment of their Spider-Man series, you play as Miles, recently turned Spider-Man, working the streets of New York solo, as Peter Parker is probably off plane hopping, smoking dope, eating stroop waffles in Amsterdam, sharing them around in hostels filled with random backpackers he's never met. And everyone's too high. Pete shoots a web out of his wrist. The other people look at him and they go, dude, That's like a spider, man. Alright! But in this game, you follow Miles on a really quality and contains 8-hour campaign where you learn more about his culture, his friends, his family, and his mother, who looks like she can cook a mean meal, by the way.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That bread feels wonderful, Ricky.
The story kind of sits with me like this. He has to decide where his loyalties lie. Does it lie with the suit that he's donned to protect New York, or does it lie with his family and friends? And honestly, it makes for a good 6 to 8 hour story. It's really good. Morally, though, where I sit, family, give me the suit. I'll put the cat up in the fucking tree myself. I'll put it up there. Whilst Miles Morales is nowhere near a niche option, it sold 11 million copies. That's 5 million less than Spider-Man 2 and 10 million less than Spider-Man 2018. You get more of what you loved from Spider-Man 2018. A lively New York, now set in the winter. Familiar but rewarding combat system. Less gadgets, albeit, but it's made up for with the introduction of Miles' electrical static electricity abilities. On top of that, Insomniac spent a lot of time actually giving Miles his own fighting style. That's honestly, it's kind of cooler than Pete's. It just looks cool. Look at him throwing hands. Can you do that? If you get into a fight, are you going to do that? I don't think so. The game does everything 2018 does, just with the introduction of some, I feel like, enemies that non-hardcore Marvel fans don't know, which honestly makes it 10 times cooler, because then you get to be that person who gets to point out when they recognize a character and you feel really cool. Like you say you're playing couch co-op, you look at him and go, mate, that's fucking Spider-Man, that's fucking Spider-Man. It's well worth the 8 to 9 hour walkthrough. Mortal Kombat is technically the 9th installation of NetherRealm's highly acclaimed fighting game, but not really. You see, it's called Mortal Kombat, no 9. So you may be taken aback by this decision, but it makes sense because Mortal Kombat 9, aka Mortal Kombat, can pretty much be treated as its own standalone story. Yes, it jumps off the back of Mortal Kombat 8, but it isn't really associated with it in any way.
Thus now it brings us onto the question of, why was Mortal Kombat 8 scrapped? Well, to this day...
It follows Raiden, the only God of Thunder, by the way, to suit a conical hat. Set out to change the future and save Earth from Outworld, the bad guys, by future Raiden going back to past Raiden to tell him to not mess up like future Raiden. Because future Raiden fucked up. Imagine leaving a voicemail of you making the worst decision of your life and then listening to it after you've done that worst decision of your life, and you're listening to yourself tell yourself, like, brother, whatever it is, don't do it, it's stupid. But you've already sold your family, friends, and all your morals and culture away to be Spider-Man, so it's already too late. It's pretty much like that. Now you may be thinking, Ethan, a fighting game? You want me to play a type of game notoriously hard to pick up and master? Hell yeah, brother. It's that good. It's worthwhile getting frustrated playing square, square, circle only for your character to do a backflip when you want him to do the fireball that you've been doing to spam your way through this level. And it's okay to shift the blame towards the character itself instead of taking any blame yourself. When I'm playing Scorpion, when I say get over here and I end up over there, I too shout at him for his mistakes. Then I'm getting fucking bean sprouted in a corner. Play it on the easiest difficulty, on the type of difficulty where you could give it to your dog and he'd be able to blow the brains out of some poor sucker. And your dog doesn't have legs. No one should care what difficulty you play it on. Just enjoy spamming buttons mindlessly, enjoying the cool premise of taking part in a competition to save your realm. Like, when the cutscenes come on, kick back, catch a wave, enjoy them. It's a great story. Let me set the scene before we go any further with talking about Ninja Gaiden. So Ryu, a member of the Hayabusa clan and the current wielder of the Dragon Sword, the most powerful weapon to ever exist, known to take the soul of the user who can't use it with the proper technique. Oh. Oh god. Him and his clan must defend the dragon statue, which has the ability to open up a realm underneath Mount Fuji to let the bowels of the underworld flow into our realm from the Black Spider Ninja clan. Yeah. Dragon ninjas versus spider ninjas. How fucking cool. This game's got 5 different remakes underneath its belt. Classic, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Master Collection, and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And you thought Minecraft offered endless fun. Get your 6-year-old on this. And each version isn't tiny changes, each drastically changes the vibe of the game. Now I'm suggesting Black over Sigma because it offers a better 8 to 10 hour Saturday gaming sesh. At first glance, Black can look like a mindless hack and slack, but it's not. You still have to string combos and you still have to learn how to defend yourself. It's just more offensive. I also think Black represents what I enjoy about this series more, and that's fucking gore. It's visceral, it's dicey. If you're a physician, this is a great extracurriculum activity to make sure you know all of the human anatomy. Head, left arm, left leg, right leg. Throughout the game, you get the chance to use a large array of weapons, and I'd suggest you do that because there isn't much of an upgrade path for any of the weapons. So if you really like a weapon, you can upgrade it pretty early on, and it can get stale to use the same weapon for 7 to 8 hours, so use them. They have different combo sets, they feel different in combat, they're good for different scenarios. It's well worth picking and choosing. My biggest gripe by far is the camera. The camera still plays like an early 2000s action game.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Paul, I actually cannot control it.
I've seen the game be completed in as little as 6 hours. I'd give it 8 hours. It's a franchise known to be notoriously hard. And if that's something that bothers you, play it on normal. You'll get through fine. Play it for the gameplay. Play it for the cool stories. Sick, the lore's great. There was a chance that my nostalgia for this game was forcing me to put it on this list, but I still really like it. It's like the first game I've installed on my phone in 15 years. The only fucking mobile game I like. Use a walnut as a portable siege defensive mechanism. Yes, please. Turn a pea shooter into a Vietnam-esque inspired Gatling gun. Sure to ramble the rust off of any old veteran. Yes, please. If there was one way to make me believe that excessive phone usage was worthwhile, it still wouldn't be this game. Get off your phones. Released in 2009 by this fucking legend. Having won countless awards and having been considered by many to be considered one of the greatest games of all time, the franchise has gone on to spawn countless offsets, countless other various games, all at the hands of EA. EA. Yep, not this legend.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
George got reportedly laid off by EA in 2012, and whilst there are many sources to say it was this, that, and the other, it's all speculative and therefore not for me to speculate further on. But it's a roundabout way of me saying the others are fine. Cash grabby in a lot of ways. But we all know why that is. Fuck you, EA. But it's the experience of the original I want you to play. The game is really simple. You have a lawn composed of 6 strips. On one side of the lawn, near the house, is where you plant plants. On the other side of the lawn, trying to get into the house, is where zombies come zombieing. And you live this whole story with Crazy Dave, who is that uncle who does moonshine and speedballs for the last 50 years. And your dad looks at you and says, "You never want to turn out like my brother, Uncle Dave." But what Dad doesn't know is Uncle Dave is exactly who you want to turn out like. Uncle Dave rules. You progress at a steady rate, being introduced to new plants and new zombies as you go through, which give the game some depth, so it doesn't feel stale across its 8-hour campaign. It's a simple premise, you'll pick it up in a minute, but you will not sail through the campaign. Your defenses will fail, the zombies will eat your brains. and you'll be forced to rethink what you plant, where you plant them, and think a bit more about the corresponding zombies coming that level. But it's kind of why I like it so much. It's just a simple premise done so well. And sometimes that makes for the best game ever. If you know what Plants vs. Zombies is, replay it. If you don't know what Plants vs. Zombies is, get off Roblox and play something good. For the younger crowd who have only heard the name BioShock from that group of 40-year-olds from the comic book store, no, they are not lame. They're just reminiscing of a time when single-player action-adventure games meant something. 40-year-olds, even though I'm 14 years behind you, I'm with you. BioShock was released in 2007 by 2K Boston at the time and 2K Australia, and this game was big. An absolute behemoth of the 360 era, and arguably one of the coolest launch trailers of all time, mixing Beyond the Sea with R-rated Captain Cutler from Scooby-Doo. It was good. I was 8 when it was first released, played it straight away with my grandfather, replayed it in 2016 for the remastered edition, and then replayed it again for this video. And every time, except for maybe when I was 8 because I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on, every other time, so good. It's special, its characters are great, the motives behind the story are great, and the backdrop to be one of the most iconic backdrops in gaming, Rapture City. Oh, it's just great. Something about a location that bordered reality but at the same time is so far-fetched from reality is so cool. It's kind of like cows being abducted by aliens. You see cows all the time, but the fact there might be a cow that's been in space and probed is wild. You play as Jack, who's just survived a plane crash in the 1960s that's landed in the water near this underwater city, Rapture. Upon entering the city, you meet Atlas, who guides Jack through Rapture City in an attempt to get him out. But that's all I'm going to say, because it's bloody unique and it has alternative endings. 4 alternative endings. Sink your teeth into 4 unique alternative endings. It's a game from the 2000s. Is combat everything you want it to be if you come from a recent pickup? No. Think Fallout, Skyrim, but it does hold up well with the introduction of some light RPG elements and something called plasmids, which are, by the way, powers out of your hands. And I know what you're thinking, that's done so much. This is 2007. It was kind of new back then, I feel like. It's just cool. So yes, whilst the combat's not going to blow your car keys off, it's still good. If you're of a younger generation, go play this. Enjoy playing something that's not going to try and force an extra transaction out of you. If you've played this, you know how much it's beloved. You ain't going to complain that I say go play it again. Let me sell you on this game real quickly. You play as a crow who reaps souls in a dungeon crawler style game. Think Legend of Zelda with a bit of Dark Souls in there. Just a sneeze, a sprinkle. Death's Door was released in 2021 by a UK-based developer known as Acid Nerve. Already a cool name, by the way. Then you go on their website and you see it's basically, we make games with cool artists. What the fuck are you doing?
Yes, very well. Yes, I don't even know what we're doing.
You're not going to see too many new things in this game, but what you do see is super polished. Its action has one pace, it's swift. It's a breezy 40 miles an hour. It's fluent throughout the whole game, but it's not too extreme. It's based on some very simple RPG elements. It's got a few weapons, it's got an upgrade system. Now, why I mentioned Dark Souls is for 2 reasons. Number 1, there is no maps. So if you want to remember where you're going, you remember it in your noggin, or you get a piece of paper and a pencil and you start writing on the pencil.
Wait, what?
Saying that though, the worlds are fairly limited and they're all crafted really well, so you shouldn't really struggle to find where you're going. Point 2, it can be difficult. Some bad guys will give you the beak down. Pardon the crow speak. You'll die, you'll prevail, you'll find out how best to beat the enemies. You don't lose souls or anything upon death like Dark Souls, so there's that element. This game kind of feels like it wants you to succeed. It doesn't want to put you in a foul mood like Dark Souls. It doesn't want to ruin Thanksgiving because you've had to come down for dinner, but you haven't beaten Gorgoth, the City Devourer yet. It wants you to succeed. Yes, it's about death. It's a morbid topic of conversation. Death comes for us all. Does it remind you that one day you'll lose everyone you love? maybe. But it has a bit of fun whilst doing it. It'll crack some puns, just like I did. It'll crack some jokes. It'll remind you you're not at death's door yet. Rift Apart is not my favourite Ratchet & Clank game. That's reserved for a crack in time because of this absolute menace.
Why do you hide, stinky aliens? Mr. Zircon only wishes for to kill you.
But it gets the number 2 spot, and I'm putting it on this list because undoubtedly it has the best gameplay of the franchise. It still feels like one of the only games to actually take advantage of the next-gen consoles. It's without any load screens, which make it just feel like one continuous journey. You don't get to hour 6 and a black loading screen comes up and you see yourself and you think, damn, I got a shower. None of that. You get to hour 6 and you think, fuck it, this is good. I'll crack open the second bag of Doritos, I think. Ratchet & Clank are out to beat Dr. Nefarious, but this time there's some multi-dimensional hijinks in the way they're going to have to get through. That's all you need to know. The story's good. It's not amazing, but that's not me downplaying it. It doesn't need to be amazing. You don't get Quentin Tarantino to direct a Disney Channel original movie, because it ain't about that. It still plays very much like a 2000s game, which is great because it keeps the DNA, but it's been updated for that modern experience, which is why I say it is the best gameplay for the whole franchise. There's such a large array of weapons and a good upgrade path for each, and it's really fun to pick one weapon, shoot it, it'll have its effect. Change to another weapon, shoot it. How do those two guns bounce off each other? That's where the fun in the combat lies. Yes, there isn't the greatest enemy variety across this game. They're reskinned depending on where you are, but like I said, the amount of enemies they come in and the weapons themselves, they'll hold up the combat for the 8 to 10 hour campaign. Like, you're rarely going to feel like you're on the back foot during this game, but it's not a detriment to it at all. I could have given a more niche game here. Loads of people have played this, but I think it's so good and I want people to like this one so they go back and enjoy the rest of the franchise because it's made up of 10-hour campaign experiences. It's fantastic. It's a pickle shrine. I was going to place a video game there, but Alice went to the pickle man last week and bought a jar of pickles. And I didn't realise how much I loved pickles until she brought them back. Quite frankly, I like these pickles more than any video game. So it's a pickle shrine. I'm trying to justify it so I don't feel like I've wasted your time. Pickle? I believe this is the part of the video where YouTube makes me show you other videos of mine to compel you to come and watch them, but just as much as I'm enjoying this pickle, go outside, enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.